Let's build the easiest bone meal farm for Minecraft 1.19. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and find yourself an ocean biome to build this farm in. Then you want to go down to the surface of the ocean, and we're just going to build a massive pillar all the way up to the surface of the water. From here, we want to break these top two blocks, place down a magma block right here, and then we're going to place down 18 magma blocks. That is 3, 4, 5, and that is 18 magma blocks in a line. Now you can go ahead and break your pillar right here. We're going to come back up to the surface, and we're going to place down little nubbins on both sides of the magma strip, just like so. Then what we want to do is we want to come down by 2, and then we're going to do this and come across all the way to this nubbin, and then we're going to place down a powered rail right here. We're going to place down 7 normal rails, so that is 6 and 7. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, a powered rail, and then 7 rails, just like so. We're then going to go ahead and place down 2 levers on both sides of the farm so that we can have these powered rails turned on. And now we need to go ahead and place down some hoppers. All right, with the hoppers, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and place down a double chest right here, and then go ahead and break those 2 blocks. Come around and place down 2 hoppers running into that double chest, and then we're just going to run rails over top of those hoppers. If we grab our minecart hopper now and place it down, it should go across the rails and bounce back and forth like it is right here. Now all you want to do is encase the system just like so. So run blocks around the back, and we're going to do the same thing in the front. However, over top of the double chest, we're going to place down 2 glass blocks, and then we're going to place down more blocks so that the minecart will not be touched by drowns or anything. So this is going to be the collection system for the farm. Now what we're going to do is we are going to place down 8 blocks from these pillars. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to do a 9th block right here, and we're going to come around and place down all of these blocks and create a nice little rectangle, just like so. We're going to do the same thing over here, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then come across, and we're going to connect it up over here. So when you're done, you should have a giant rectangle, and if my math is correct, it should be 17 blocks by 18 blocks, but this is what it should look like. Now we're going to grab some soul sand, and we're going to place down soul sand all across the rectangle, just like so. The only place we are not going to place down soul sand is over top of the magma blocks, but we want to just fill in this entire place with soul sand. And while we're at it, we are also going to get rid of the water that is over top of the magma blocks because we want those to be exposed to the air. So just use some normal blocks to cover that up, just to get rid of the water. After you have fully filled in the square with soul sand like I have here, we're going to go ahead and remove this middle strip of blocks, just like so. And then we're going to replace the block I just broke, and we're going to go ahead and make this 2 blocks tall all the way around. So we want to fully encase the farm with just normal blocks so that there are 2 layers of blocks over top of it, just like this. And what this is going to do is it's going to keep all of the fish contained so that they don't fall into the ocean and ruin the spawn rates, just like this. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place down signs in the center of the farm. And people always ask me how I make it so that I can place down signs. In creative mode, if you control middle click, you can actually just select it with data attached to the block. It's kind of confusing. You can't do this in survival mode though, so it doesn't really matter. But there you go. Once you've placed down all your signs, what we're going to do is we're going to spam water all the way across these soul sand blocks. The best way to do that is to go around the farm, and we're going to fill in this wall first with water source blocks, and then we're going to do the same exact thing over here. And this is going to create a bunch of water blocks. And this texture pack, I think, may be broken because it's missing some water textures. But that doesn't really matter. That's just a texture glitch. And we're going to do the same thing over here, source blocks and source blocks along this wall, and then they should all turn into source blocks just like so. Now for this part, we need to go ahead and place down slabs on the upper half of all of these water source blocks. And what this is going to do is it's going to preserve these source blocks, but it is also going to allow us to run water streams over top of the water source blocks. So I'm just going to show you how to do one side, and then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side of the farm. But after you have filled in the entire space with slabs like this, we're going to grab our water bucket again, and we're going to run water source blocks all the way across the long side of the farm. And this is going to cause the water streams to run directly into the magma strip here. Now we're going to go ahead and break all of these slabs that we've just placed. And once all of these are removed, this half of the farm is ready to go. And we're going to do this on the other side of the farm as well. And while I'm here breaking these slabs, I just come to the realization that you could actually save on materials by doing one half of the farm at a time. That way you don't need to use double the amount of slabs. You can just use half a set of slabs and then another half set of slabs. But yeah, I'm almost done breaking these. All right, this is what the farm should look like when you are done. All of the soul sand is going to be pushing the fish into the magma strip here, which will kill them. And I highly recommend AFKing above the farm, so that way you're not loading in all of these fish in the ocean, which is actually stopping this farm from working right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down 16 scaffolding. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 scaffolding. And that is how high you should be AFKing. You don't need to use scaffolding. You could just use a ladder, but I just think scaffolding works a little bit better than ladders. But if you don't have the bamboo, that is completely okay. And then you're just going to build over to the center-ish of the farm. And then this thing should be up and running any second now. All right, and as you can see, we have got a bunch of fish that are leading into the magma strip here. They do spawn in like little schools of fish. I think that's what they're called. But they will spawn in massive clusters, so you'll just randomly see like 5 or 6 cod or salmon just spawn inside of the farm like we just did there. Like you just saw that salmon pack, which it does look really funny. Oh, we also got some cod over there. But yeah, all these guys are going into the magma strip. And if we actually head down to the bottom of the farm, there is a bunch of fish drops inside of this chest. So if you want, you could build a nice little tunnel here so that you can easily get here. You know, you could drain it and stuff. That actually might be a good idea. So I'll show you how to do that right now. All right, so all I did was create a little outcrop from the chest, place down a couple signs and some torches so that this way you have got a bunch of air under here. So that way you can grab all of the drops from the chest without, you know, drowning, which is kind of important. So I do recommend building this part of the farm. But there you go, that is the entire thing done and dusted. And again, that is just a texture glitch. But yeah, this thing is super efficient. You'll get tons of bones, tons of fish, and this thing is just awesome. And really, like, AFKing for 10 minutes will usually get you about half a stack of bones to 64 bones. So yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. And I always love watching the codfish just get spawned in and absolutely exploding everywhere. All right, but that is gonna do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video or learn something new, then please do consider smashing that subscribe button and leaving a like. Oh my god, I love watching the salmon. But anyways, my name is OneUpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one.